unify. What are you thinking, Lily?
Uh, hmm. Yeah, I'm between a couple of these too. I like all of those. I'm like, I feel like I'm I'm equally uh intrigued and inspired by all of those. I like the noble court just because of wizards. Like a court of wizards is a fun idea. Uh, um, although the prison colony one lets us be like more like hedge mages, which is cool. And I do like the Golden City in terms of just like the vibes being there.
Yeah, prison colony. I kind of like prison colony too. Yeah,
Yeah.
noble court.
Now that I'm thinking about it more, I am strongly leaning towards either Noble Court or Golden City. Now that I like really think it out in my mind now.
Okay, well, what would noble court like? Can someone kind of like break it down for me? Like, what would, like, how would that kind of expand outwards?
Yeah. I mean, I guess as people like going to seek like a magical font, I guess like being cast into exile, we might be seeking like vengeance or at least like a source of power to call our own, right? Like we were the wizards of this court, and then we were sent off.
I believe the implication there is that we used to rule some land and now we don't. And so having been removed from power, we're like after a different kind.
I mean, like that feels kind of like that almost feels like a Skyrim quest or whatever. Like, you know, when you're in the mages college and you like go under, and the guy's like cleanse the arrays or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
thanks for doing all. Thanks for getting my groceries. You're the archmage now.
Basically. Noble court does sound fun.
I'm here for the noble court.
But also like we want to play as like the bourgeoisie.
I'm down to play just like a complete bastard. I feel like that's fun.
Look, no one claims the title of wizard without like considering themselves above others.
True.
If other people start calling you a wizard, that's different. But if you claim that title for yourself, oh yeah, that's got some meaning to it.
Yeah. Plus, like, ZS2E is like explicitly kind of a game where you don't play like, you know, awful people. So this is a chance. True. This is a chance to play awful people if we so desire.
So are we thinking of this as being like a direct kind of like prequel?
It could be a prequel. This could be happening simultaneously. I do like the idea of this being maybe a prequel, just because like I don't know. Although
it makes certain things like that we can play with in like the present kind of more interesting.
That's true. Yeah.
I think we'll probably discover when as we go, right?
Yeah, I'm down for that. Like that's
up to you, really.
It's up to you, really. I like the idea of being unsure of when this is. I feel like that's fun. Then we can figure that out as we go.
And the nature of magic is such that time can, in some contexts, be completely subjective. So
time ain't real.
Time is only as real as anything else, which does not vary.
How can mirrors be real?
Time is convoluted and leaving. How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real? Yeah, so let's go with Noble Court, and then we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. So in secret, record your title, parentheses, names are forbidden.
Your vision. Don't go sharing your name.
Yeah. Your vision, number from 2 to 4. 2 is inward, you have an inward vision, and 4 is outward, you have an outward vision. Which I guess is like... what would be an explanation of like inward versus outward vision? Like inward, I guess would be like if you're a wizard who wants to like master the arts and like, obtain some sort of higher consciousness, and outward would be like you're a wizard who wants to like, control dragons and like rule over like elemental, powers or whatever.
Mastery of the self versus mastery of the external world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then also your resolve, which is 6 minus your vision, and then a boon, something precious you brought with you. So we're gonna record those secretly. And
So
then,
you decide the number of vision?
yes, you decide from 2 to 4. So I guess that's 2, 3, or 4.
Okay. Hmm.
Ooh. We're doing some thinking here.
I've got
One-
mine.
One in the think, one in the stink.
I
That's
hate
what
that
I
you just said
always
that.
say.
Why are you like this?
Amazing.
I guess so.
Okay. I got
One in the
mine.
brain. One in
My stuff is set.
I haven't figured out my title yet, but I know my vision.
Mm. Yeah, I don't think onomancy exists in leaving, because of trans things, but I do think that there's probably there are probably like cultural reasons in this court that you don't give your name.
Probably.
What title do I want this?
I don't know. I don't know your character. That's the mystery.
I have like an idea for who I want to be, and I know who I'm gonna be.
The man.
No. Ah!
Well, there's your
Oh,
title.
God.
500.
Oh yeah, mark down your pronouns too.
I already did, because I'm forward-thinking wizard.
Yes.
I'm streets ahead.
Minty, are you okay? I heard like a fire alarm.
There's a fire alarm going off in my house right now. I'm gonna go check on it just
Yeah.
to make sure it's not burning.
Go make sure everything's okay.
I'm gonna ban an in-game action.
No being on fire.
No
Yeah.
house fire. It's banned.
Celestine Heart says the best is a sick title. I'm the best. We the best.
Woo.
We the best music. DJ Khaled.
I'm standing on a car, my finger in the air, cause I'm the best.
I'm the best. No house being on fire. Thank you, Cassie.
Hopefully that will protect Minty.
Yeah, I hope everything's okay over there. Yeah, once Minty's back, and once we're all settled, we'll share our titles and boons, and then keep our vision and resolve secret. And I guess we'll also share our pronouns because that's important.
Improtent.
My
Imprudent.
house is not on fire.
Thank
Okay.
God.
I take credit for that, for banning the in-game action of your house being on fire.
Yeah, Cassie spent some blood bricks to do that. So Cassie, you got your stuff.
Thank you.
Um,
Apparently, a carrot got stuck in an oven, and my parents tried to blame me for it, so that's cool.
Jesus.
I'm still trying to figure out my title and my boon because like I have an idea for who I want to be, but like what would the title be is the thing.
And we're gonna wind up sharing our title and boon anyways, so maybe we can just like if you want to talk about it, we can help you out with it.
God, but this has to do with like some backstory shit.
Okay.
So like sharing it with anybody but you feels weird.
That's fair, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, are we sharing our title and boon?
Not
Yeah.
yet. We're waiting
okay.
for Cassie to get done with Nares.
Okay,
Sorry, Blessing Heart says I like the way the bird's mouth opened at the beeps.
Ooh.
I am so sorry.
It was very funny. It was like
Error.
meow, meow.
Incredible.
Okay.
My suggestion is that your title should either be descriptive or aspirational, depending on what sort of character you're doing.
Or
Can you-
incomprehensible.
That's true. Incomprehensible is totally valid.
Okay. Can y'all just like go first, and then hopefully that'll help kind of grease up the old brain gears.
Sure. Audiovore, go.
All right. I am playing the Iron Mind. Uses its pronouns, and my boon is a compass that always points to myself.
Nice. Yeah, I will not be able to mark everyone's names and stuff, but hopefully like their character names, but hopefully we'll just remember, I guess, by talking about them enough. Mine is the Amethyst, she her, and her boon is a crystal hilt. And Minty.
My title is the Stargazer, and my boon is a Stargazer lily that never dies.
Ooh,
Oh, it's me.
neat.
What's
Are
your
you a
character's
lily?
pronouns?
Oh, she, her.
Nice. I am a lily.
Okay. You are a lily.
You're just a lily.
Oi.
Oi.
Boy.
Oh, you! Shut your mouth and look at my wand.
Stop it, Ron. Stop.
My title is loads of money.
What was your boon audio for?
I have a compass that always points to myself.
Ooh, that interesting. I think my boon. What should my boon be? Something that we took with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something
Should it
precious.
just something like an ancient magister's like journal that I have to translate,
Oh yeah,
and I'm still in the process. That sounds good.
that's fun.
And my title will oh, this is still hard. God. I usually spend a lot of times on names, so it always like having to come up with one on the spot. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
um hmm. How about something like a name that is from beyond the looking glass, like a title like that.
Oh, I like that.
That's
The
good.
title is that. From beyond the looking glass.
That's a good title.
Mm-hmm.
So we got From Beyond the Looking Glass, we got Iron Mind, we got the Amethyst, and we have it's the Stargazer, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna mark those down in the chat. And I'll probably just copy paste them every once in a while. Although
And the
with the name
pronouns
the
as well.
with the name the Stargazer, I just assume Minty's wizard is like just like a transformer that turns into a spaceship. It's like the
No, it's not the Star Blaster. It's the Stargazer.
okay, I had a new idea. I'm actually going to change our names and pronouns to the names and pronouns of our characters, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so sorry, go ahead.
I didn't list off my pronouns yet.
Oh yeah, we didn't like introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah.
Completely and totally forgot.
Yeah, and I also didn't say the intro. It's a weird one. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna say the intro really quick,
Episode.
and then we'll introduce everyone because I forgot to do that. Before I replace everyone's names.
Yeah.
So where it's pinned in this. Pins. Here it is. Okay. Welcome to It's Up to You Really, the not actually an actual play of Zombie Survivalist Second Edition right now. It's actually an actual play of Font. I'm Lily Bird Allergies. My pronouns are she, they, and I'll be acting as a player. I think I forget what the left to right order is. I think it's Cassie first.
Hi, I'm Cassie. I'm playing the character from Beyond the Looking Glass. My pronouns are Nain and Nears.
Cool.
Hello.
Audiovore?
Hello. I'm Audiovore. I'm play he him. I'm playing the Iron Mind, who uses its pronouns.
Cool,
you
and
went
Minty.
first, Lily. Sorry, I got thrown off because I was like, "Ah, yes, it's Lily's turn."
Sorry, I
now.
paused like a
And
fool.
It was like, so I paused like a fool. I am Minty, and I use she/her pronouns or they/them pronouns.
Cool. Cassie, you're still using the pronouns that you mentioned for your character?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use Ki, Kier, Kiers for my character's pronouns.
Okay, it might look a little weird for a second. I just need to fix that. I'm doing. Yeah, sadly, this is one of those things that we can't do before the game because we're playing this. We're literally like coming in hot on this game.
Hot and heavy.
So Minty, yours is the Stargazer she/her.
Mm-hmm.
The Stargazer she/her, and Audiovore is the Iron Mind. It's. Yeah, I thought that Cassie's would be the hardest.
You can just say like Looking Glass for short, which
Yeah, that's
when like
a lot
people
better.
refer to me, like when people refer to me, like not in full, like they can just do that.
Yeah, and also just for the formatting, I need to I need to shrink Cassie's down a bit. Otherwise, it looks okay. It's actually surprisingly fine. Okay, great. We're in it now. So yeah, we shared our boons, we shared our titles, and now we're going to play. Our vision and resolve are known only to us. Next, we decide who among us has the humblest title. Between the Looking Glass, or between Looking Glass, the Iron Mind, the Amethyst, and the Stargazer. I think the Iron Mind is the humblest.
I would assert either From Beyond the Looking Glass or The Stargazer are the Humbless titles, because the first is a simple assertion of origin, and the second is a fun hobby.
That's true.
There's a part of me that wants to say I have the humblest title, but then I don't know if it works that way, so I'm gonna go with Looking Glass.
Okay.
Yeah, I could agree with Looking Glass because it's an origin.
Yeah.
So yeah, the player chooses a test from the list below and describes it with 3 senses. You must collectively overcome each test to reach the font.
Ooh.
So you choose cross a treacherous terrain, find something necessary, confront something terrifying, remove a hindrance, follow something unseen, or go somewhere forbidden. And you pick 3 senses for
Ooh.
that.
Hmm.
And describe it through those 3 senses.
So I pick 3 like literal senses, like sight, smell, taste, like.
Yeah, so for example, like you literally just like you don't say what it is after you pick it. So you say like find something necessary. Like the air smells of honey. I hear an echo in this place. I see I don't know, I see a giant insect hive. Something like that.
Mm. So I choose one of these, and then I describe it through 3 senses.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I'm gonna choose go somewhere forbidden. I have the power to decide what happens here. So we're going somewhere. I see. I see faint, uh, a faint glow, welling up like water, from a hole in the ground in a dark place. I I hear millions of whispers, and I would be good. Like would be the third sense. I smell something.
Yeah. Smell,
Yeah. Okay.
Perhaps a texture?
touch, taste.
Touch. I um. I smell. I smell burning. I smell burning water.
Mm. All right, I'm going to put these in our own lore part of our Discord, and I'm also going to put this in the Twitch chat.
Okay.
Cool. So the next clockwise player describes what you must do to overcome the test. Describe which of the approaches below best matches your methods. This will determine the die result needed to succeed. Everyone rolls 1d6. Okay, so who is clockwise? I guess right to left, probably. So Audiovore. You describe what must be done to overcome the test of this forbidden place.
To overcome the challenge of this forbidden place, we will have to decode the secrets contained within the whispers.
Hmm. Which of the approaches below do you think best identifies or best approaches the methods?
I believe that would be we must find or identify something.
That makes sense. So with that, you have to roll a result. Everyone needs to roll a d6. So I'm going to roll a d6 for everyone. I'll go left to right. So,
Okay.
come on, hang on. So I'm just gonna roll 4d6, and then we'll see. Boop 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 boop. Oh, it didn't come in a row. That's fine. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Cassie, Autovore, me, Minty. So Minty rolled Cassie rolled a 2. Audiovore rolled a 6. I rolled a 3, and Minty rolled a 6.
Whew.
So then you take, if your roll is less than or equal to your vision, does that mean you succeed?
Yes.
Okay. So if it's less than or equal to your vision, you succeed. So let's say, what is my vision? I will not tell you.
I have obviously failed. 6.
Yeah.
I have succeeded.
I have succeeded.
I have failed, I guess. That's a 6.
Okay. So yeah, I guess as a group we try to interpret what these whispers mean. At any time you can sacrifice your boon to allow any player to reroll. Another player to reroll. Does anyone want to do that for Audiovore or Minty?
So like give up my journal. That would be what I would do.
Yes.
No.
I think the Amethyst will use her crystal hilt and summon like a blade of amethyst to protect the Stargazer.
Oh.
So the Stargazer will reroll. I will do that now. So I'm kind of imagining, like, as we're trying to understand these whispers, like they're like almost like spirits or something that are like coming out, perhaps. And the Amethyst cuts one in half.
Yeah, my perception is that the glow welling up is like this collection of entities.
Yeah.
And the danger is the what we associate with the smell of burning water. That's how we are perceiving it, whatever that danger actually is.
Right.
That's how I'm interpreting the scene.
So so do you succeed? You got a 3, Minty.
That is less than my vision.
Excellent. So the Stargazer, the Looking Glass, Stargazer, and the Amethyst do not take any marks, and the Iron Mind will take 1 mark. So, describe your outcome.
Share that?
I don't know if you have to. I think you might be able to do that privately.
Yeah, it doesn't explicitly say that I have to share it, so I assume I don't.
Yeah. The choices are Haunted, -1 Vision, Afraid, -1 Resolve, Broken, you may pass successes to others but never enter the font, and Dead, haunt the survivors.
And every time you fail, you have to choose a new mark that you haven't picked yet.
Yes.
Oh.
So the most possible times you can fail is 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're dead for sure. Unless you feel like the story would be served better by you dying earlier, you can always choose that earlier.
Yeah.
That's true.
So have you selected the Iron Mind?
I have.
Are you still among us?
I am.
Just
I am.
Right away.
I am among us. I am an imposter.
Iron Mind kind of sus.
I saw the Iron Mind vent.
When the test has been resolved, check it off the list. Proceed clockwise, choosing tests until all are resolved. So we have completed. Go somewhere forbidden. So I'll mark that off on my PDF. There we go.
Should describe. Should we describe how this concludes?
Yeah. How does this conclude? I mean, yeah. So what do we know? Like, what do the whispers mean? Maybe they tell us the next place to go,
Possibly.
how to get to the
It-
font.
It could be like the kind of collective, the collective souls of a large, like, race of people from like whatever civilization, and like kind of like warning of what will happen next, maybe.
Hmm. I like that.
Whatever the case, the Iron Mind heard something different than you all did, and is, as far as your senses allow you to perceive, that they are shaken by the experience. They seem to have learned some terrible, dreadful secret.
Yeah. um. Oh, I just had an idea. I think that another thing that these spirits tell us is that something substantial has changed since we left our home, since we left the court to seek out the font. And if we don't enter the font, we will likely need to deal with its consequences.
Ooh,
Oh,
Exciting.
Stargazer
cool.
doesn't like this.
Looking Glass will remember this.
So, we go clockwise, I believe. Let me see. Clockwise, yes. Okay, so Audiovore did that one, so this is me now. Oh, right, no, sorry. The Stargazer did that one, so it's Looking Glass. Looking Glass will select a test.
Wrong again. Looking from
'Cause
beyond the Looking Glass selected the first test because they were.
Yeah,
So, it was decided they had the humblest title.
Oh, I'm a
so
fool.
Started.
It's Audiovore. It's the Iron Mind.
yeah.
The
You
Iron
proceed
Mind
clockwise.
must choose a test. Very well. The next step in the journey is to follow something unseen.
I'll mark that off.
And this challenge is perceived. We can perceive in these ways: the feeling of sand between the sand under your feet, the smell of freshly baked bread,
Ooh.
and a cold wind.
Sand under your feet.
Chilling.
Smell of baked bread.
Smell baked bread. What was the last one?
A cold wind, like a temperature sense, is what I'm going for there.
Excellent. Cool. So who picks that? Let's see. Next
Tactile
clockwise.
sensation, something tactile, a smell, and a temperature.
Temperature can really be a feeling when you think about it.
Ooh.
We can sense temperatures. It's a sense.
This is true.
Yeah.
The next clockwise player describes what you must do to overcome the test.
That would be the amethyst.
Yeah.
It's you.
Trying to think here. What is a good? These are some very evocative things. You need to get bread from the baker who lives by the sea, or else you will starve in the cold. or maybe not the or else, but you need to get bread from the baker who lives by the sea. And to me, that is potentially if empathize with or withstand. I think because like you need to like converse with the baker,
Okay.
and ask for like amnesty. Yeah. So that is a roll which is more than your vision. So not more than or equal to, but more than your vision. So I'm gonna roll that for everyone.
Before we roll, is it a safe assumption that the baker who lives by the sea is a title,
Probably, yeah.
not merely a description, but a proper title?
Yeah, I would say that's a title.
Given that we are following an unseen route to reach them.
Yeah. So Cassie got a 1. Actually, I'm just gonna say character names. Looking Glass got a 1. The Iron Mind got a 5. The Amethyst got a 2. And the Stargazer got a 4.
Oh, okay.
So it has to be
Above.
above my vision.
I have failed.
I have also failed.
I have succeeded.
I have failed.
The Iron Mind is going to sacrifice his boon so that from beyond the Looking Glass can find their way to it.
Thank you. Who else failed?
I did. Again.
I did too.
Okay. And you succeeded, Audiovore?
I did.
I'll sacrifice my my journal to help the Amethyst reroll.
Okay. So Cassie and I will reroll. Looking Glass and the Amethyst will reroll. Looking Glass, the Amethyst. Cassie, the Looking Glass, does not succeed with a 1. The Amethyst does succeed with a 5.
Unfortunate.
So those who were affected, you'll take a mark. So you do not need to announce what that mark is. Haunted, afraid, broken, or dead. I suppose the only one that you need to announce is dead, because that feels like an important thing.
I think, yeah, if your character becomes broken, I believe, if I am understanding that description correctly, when you test, it's simply a chance to pass your success to someone else who may need it.
Yes.
So I think that's another one that should be. I guess that will become clear at the next challenge.
Yeah, you can announce it if you get a success.
Yeah.
So 2 of us succeeded. 2 of us failed.
Yes, so those who failed, make sure you mark and let me know what you did. Not what you did, when you did.
I've already done it.
Excellent. And Minty?
I have done this.
Cool. I want to halt for a second. I want to, even if it's just like one detail, I want to know a bit about what these characters look like.
I know exactly what the Iron Mind looks like.
Do you want to go ahead then?
They are. Have you seen YouTube videos of ferrofluids?
Yes.
Like that is the Iron Mind. Its body is consisted of liquid metal of some variety. It shapes itself as it needs to.
Oh, I love that.
Generally keeping to a humanoid form for the comfort of others.
Spooky.
As someone who loves Terminator 2, that kind of terrifies me.
The Amethyst wears a purple robe and has like a Dark Souls 2 like giant head where it's like stony and like the face is just like a hole. And like I think has like a very like I think all their skin is like kind of the stony material. And she well, I guess she did carry this like amethyst blade with her, but it got broken in protecting the Stargazer last time.
Fine.
Do you want to go first, Minty? Or
I have like a very I don't very strong image of this character in which they are an Alrune. I think it's how you pronounce it.
I've always
Like a flower
pronounced it
person?
Alround.
I like Alrune.
Alround.
And
But
the
plant
type of
person.
flower, yeah, plant person. And the type of plant person that she is guess what? You guessed it, a Stargazer lily. Haha, I'm very clever.
Sick. Any thoughts for Looking Glass?
My Looking Glass, Kiar, he has like sort of green skin and 3 eyes, but they're not kind of like evenly spaced, and they're not all of equal size. And probably uh probably like wears um a like a robe, like a cloak to hide your face.
Cool. Flashing Heart said, being a Stargazer lily makes the name less humble. It's like if my title was the human.
Well, plants aren't very creative.
This is true. Okay, so I guess we roll back up to the top. It is my turn to pick a task, to pick a test. Let's see. I have some options here. Okay, so hang on. How did this resolve? Also,
Yeah, we need to decide.
I think the Iron Mind is the first to arrive, and he casts his compass out into the dunes, into the sandy reaches, in the hopes that it will help guide someone. But that seems to have failed. The Looking Glass, from beyond the Looking Glass, was not the compass never found Kira. Perhaps.
how did what does the Looking Glass have? What boon was the Looking Glass using?
I have the sort of needed to translate Magister's journal, which I sacrificed to help you.
How did that text help the Amethyst?
I would say, probably, she would have probably like no means of like understanding what it says, but upon reading the book, it like her head would like fill with voices, I guess, and like that would guide her.
Yeah.
Perhaps a temporary possession with the
Yeah.
spirit of the Magister who has walked this path before.
Yeah. Like
Yeah. And then I guess the Amethyst eventually arrives at this. I mean, it's an invisible baker, right? Like it's like invisible sustenance that like prevents the people who succeeded from starving in this cold on this cold beach.
Invisible baker.
Hey, I haven't thought about where this is. So we didn't mention this in It's Up to You Really, like the actual game, but I made a map of like stuff beyond the part of leaving we're playing in, and there's this one part that I marked as like maybe it removes your memory. I think we're there.
Oh, yay!
ooh.
Yeah. Like there's something magical in here that we're looking for. Some sort of
We
magical
very,
font.
we very well could be, but we'll have no way of remembering whether or not this is that place.
Oh god. Yeah. Um,
Were you?
so now I pick a test.
And then in the aftermath, after the Iron Mine and the Amethalists have collected the provisions, capital T, capital P, I presume we go and collect the Stargazer and from beyond the Looking Glass, from where they've gotten lost in the sands,
Yeah.
so that we can move on to the next part of the journey.
Perhaps
We
we
have
just
brought
got,
her.
we probably just got like lost in like gusts of sand, like a sandstorm.
I started talking to the ocean.
Is it
and-
sand? Is it snow? You'll never be quite sure.
I probably started muttering to myself, sort of in a very paranoid fashion.
Stargazer and Looking Glass. It is time to stop speaking to the ocean and to continue walking.
Yeah.
This one is distressed at the loss of its keepsake.
The voices, they don't guide me anymore.
None of it will matter when we get to the font.
This is true.
Will
We must
anything be
press
better?
on. We will be better.
I don't know. Can't you hear it?
This one must believe. For if it is not true, then all that we have sacrificed is for naught.
You do remember what our Magister said, don't you? There is one way to the Subvern, and it is through the font.
Through the font.
I feel as though we are being sacrificed instead.
Perhaps.
If it
But we've gone too
comes
far.
to that,
Can't go back now, can we?
Mm-hmm. Not now.
all routes of return are lost to us. Forward is the only path that exists.
I'm just thinking about like Dragon Age Origins and Jowen just being like, "See, I can do it too." uh, though the night is dark, lo and behold, the sun has risen.
I like find something necessary. I'm gonna go with that. And the 3 senses will be the feeling of scales on the hand. The smell of like sweat after a nightmare. I guess that would be a cold sweat, right? That's what you'd call that. A cold sweat.
Mm.
And
Fear sweat has
see,
a different smell than regular sweat.
yeah. See, eyes in the sky.
Eyes in the sky. Okay.
Hang on, I gotta post that in the Twitch chat.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah. Now, Minty, you will describe what you must do to overcome the test.
Okay,
What we all must do.
let me think for a second. I think you must destroy the doubt that lurks in your heart.
Mm.
Because the scales, they're just kind of like an effect of the font as we're getting closer. It's just something that maybe isn't real. So I think I want to go with challenge slash destroy.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you roll less than or equal to your
Yeah.
resolve. So I'm gonna roll those dice. Bop boop beep boop. So that is a 3 for Looking Glass, a 2 for the Iron Mind, a 5 for the Amethyst, and a 3 for the Stargazer.
God damn it.
I've succeeded, I believe. Because it's less than or equal to.
Yes, less than or equal to.
Okay. Good.
Have also succeeded.
I have failed.
Stargazer isn't very good at any of these tasks and has failed.
Have we all sacrificed our boons at this point, or does the Stargazer still have hers?
Stargazer has not sacrificed her boon yet.
Yeah. No sacrifices? Oh.
I think she will. Oh gosh. She will pluck the lily that's just kind of like that lives in her hair and looks the amethyst in the eyes and says, "Trust what must be done. You know, in your heart, what is true."
Yes. I'm lost in thought. Something is here.
What do you feel?
Scales.
They're not real. Don't let it take over you.
It is a nice flower.
I grew it myself.
Oh. The Magister said to fear the earth. That things above it were worth reaching for. Perhaps there is aught of use in it after all.
I don't like the Magister. He's bad. Annoying. Loud.
He
Do
is. Go ahead.
Do you think we'll make it?
I do not know.
See.
Okay, so I guess the amethyst is saved by the flower. So those who are marked,
Maybe.
take your
You
marks.
get to re-roll, right?
Oh yeah, right. Hang on.
It doesn't make you succeed. It gives
It's
you
not
the
automatic.
chance to
Yeah. Oh my god. The amethyst still fails.
No.
Oh no.
I have to pick which mark I'm taking. Here we go. Cool.
The unnatural springtime has been subsumed by the all-consuming winter.
Yeah, speaking of time, we have passed an hour. Let's take a break.
What?
Okay.
We should describe the outcome first, I think.
Oh, yeah,
then
let's
we'll
describe
be
the outcome
ready
really
when
quick.
we come back from break to go to the next task.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I know for the Amethyst, she is I think she's turned somewhat cold um and sort of in looking, she sort of looks within, and seems like a bit less focused on the task at hand as she comes out of this, like, essentially a illusion. What is the thing that's necessary that's found?
The strength to move on.
Hmm. I like
That's
that.
what I was trying to go with.
I'd say for me, Q would uh, kind of be like both like heartened, but also almost like angered, kind of thinking of all the losses that Key had undergone to get to this place.
Hmm.
The Iron Mind interprets the sensation of scales as that it's brushing up against the shed skin of the world after it has molted.
Ooh.
He claims a piece of what came before to carry it forward into the future as we seek the new as we seek it.
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 It. Okay.
Chapter 2.
How long of a
The
break are we
eyes and-
taking?
I'd be good with 10.
Yeah, let's take
Same.
a 10-minute break.
Okay.
All right.
Back in 10, everybody.
Sonic
Hi, everyone.
All right.
Hee hee.
Will you answer my
to our-
riddle?
Welcome to our show of mystery and intrigue.
Where's my window capture? I swear to God. Come on, don't do this to me. And I need you more than ever. And I will only be making it right.
I feel like we should have been a little bit wiser about like when we spend items on failures. Like
Yeah.
probably after someone has had 2 fails in a row.
It's fine, we'll live.
I mean, I've had 3 fails, to be honest, so...
Minty, the Stargazer. Pick
man.
pick a one. Between cross treacherous terrain, remove a hindrance, or confront something terrifying.
Confront something terrifying.
Just immediately getting right into it.
Yeah, just immediately right into it.
We come back from the commercial break, and it's just like, boom, action scene.
Give me those 3 senses.
I think we see a massive, tall, crumbling tower. You hear the sound of screeches, both like, I don't want to say like human and like, oh no, it's like they're human people, but like screams that you can understand and screams that you cannot. And you smell the scent of rotting corpses.
Oh God. That's bad to me.
Mhm.
This is not a place of honor.
This is not a place of poggers.
No esteemed deed is commemorated here.
No esteemed deed is commemorated here. Not at all.
This place is to be shunned.
Um,
The danger takes the form of an emanation of energy.
Looking Glass.
Okay.
Tell us what we must do to overcome the test, please. I'm begging you.
So much pressure. You're okay. Smell. Rotting corpses. I'd say you must empathize with and withstand, and that would be kind of like we all kind of are experiencing this kind of very sudden kind of feeling of like PTSD, like it's like we are constantly like living out uh, the falling and end result of whoever these people were here.
Is this everyone who has failed to reach the font so far?
I'd say so, and I'd say that like if we are to fail this, we simply lay down and become another body on the pile of corpses.
Remains to be seen.
Or like that's what we'll like think we are for like a minute.
Right.
is kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Let's roll them.
Understood.
So what's the stat?
So you must empathize with / withstand. So your roll has to be
More than
higher
vision, yeah.
than your vision.
What is my vision?
So you have to understand what like is happening here and not let it consume you too, kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Maintain your sense of self
Yeah.
as you pass through these experiences others have had.
Basically.
Looking Glass got a 2.
I like that.
Iron Mind got a 5. The Amethyst has received a 5. Stargazer has received a 4.
It must be greater than your vision.
Greater than.
Okay. I have failed.
Oh no.
I have succeeded.
The Iron Mind has succeeded.
I have also succeeded.
I think the Amethyst like steps to the edge of like this cliff approaching the crumbling tower. And this like pile of like ancient skeletons basically, I imagine, at this point. Well, I guess they're rotting, so probably hasn't been that long. Rotting skeletons. They got some like there's still some meat on those bones.
I think the closer we get to the font, the less linear time works.
That's fun. Yeah, and I think the Amethyst just like kind of taps her chin a couple times and says, there is very little here for us. Looking Glass, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of like crawling around and just like smelling it all in and saying like the Magister has sent us like pigs to slaughter.
The Iron Mind sort of reverts to its most comforting shape for its body, as just the form of a hovering sphere, and starts reciting starts mentally reciting its mantras to attempt to withstand the psychic assault that the memories of all of these troubled spirits are imposing upon it.
Looking Glass, your fear is illogical to me. You spent years fighting for the sake of the Magister. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine. Stargazer just kind of like puts her roots down and like folds her arm and just looks over to Looking Glass and says, "Come on, get up. Even if he sent us here to die, what use is dying? That's just what he wants."
We are
This
very
one
close.
This one does not understand your distrust of its parent. But this one does not wish to see you languish here. This one shall carry you if necessary.
I'm gonna get up and just be like I don't think what lies ahead for us bodes well with what we have seen thus far.
Perhaps not. Okay, are we proceeding?
It must be better than the alternative.
I see it. I see a tranquility here that the rest of you do not.
Clearly.
See
I get-
only restless spirits.
Yeah.
We must press on.
Yeah. Let's just. I'm just gonna like reluctantly like press forward, basically.
Okay. Looking Glass, you have two choices. Cross treacherous terrain or remove a hindrance.
Mm.
Very important choice because it determines not only the next challenge, but the final challenge.
Cross treacherous terrain. I see an explosion. An explosion frozen in time. I kind of can I get kind of abstract with some of the senses.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. I sense the feeling of two friends divided. And and I feel ash raining down like the first snow of winter.
So see explosion frozen in time, feel two friends divided, and see ash falling down like the first winter, or the first snow of winter.
Yes.
Okay. And I believe it's Audiovore who has to decide how that's how we're overcoming that challenge.
Think I think the frozen explosion clues us in that time is not as we are used to here. And the ash is connected. I think we have to navigate through this area and sort of create a bridge out of our, a metaphorical bridge of our footsteps. Chart a route, a safe route through the area. And I think that sort of is kind of, yeah, my sense for that is that we are attempting to evade the falling ash, as it will, if it touches us, we may be lost, may be as lost to time as that explosion is.
Hmm. Okay, so let's roll that. So evade is more than your resolve, so you want to get higher than your resolve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking Glass got a 4. The Iron Mind got a 4. The Amethyst got a 4. Or sorry, got a 5. The Stargazer got a 5.
I succeeded.
Oh,
Thank
I
God.
also succeeded.
Yeah, I've also succeeded.
I have succeeded.
Oh, did we all succeed? Gamer time.
So yeah, I guess like Resolute, we pass carefully through the falling ash and avoid the danger of this thing that I guess could presumably divide us as well.
I feel like the Iron Mind stretches its body out into like a long, thin line and slowly snakes its way through the twisted space that we're in. After sort of attuning itself, like magnetically attuning itself to using the feeling of the split up friends as its two poles to navigate.
Mm-hmm.
Like interpreting that feeling in a magnetic sense and navigating the twisted space in that way.
I think the Amethyst remembers like walking through camps full of traps and like just focuses on like the feeling of the world around them and like almost kind of finds that it will only like move when she wants it to.
Looking Glass kind of interprets this place as being sort of a like almost like a graveyard for like the idea of relationships with other people, to where this is kind of like the fallout zone of like where trust is lost or civility is thrown away.
Mm.
I think Stargazer has had her resolve very nearly broken throughout this entire thing, but seeing everyone else around her allows her to push through the power of friendship.
The real font was the friends you made along the way.
Exactly. I think Stargazer says that.
Mhm.
Excellent. So that's the second to last one. The Iron
Yeah.
Mind. Remove a hindrance.
We must remove a hindrance, and what we sense coming up to this challenge, we can see an immense humanoid figure in silhouette. We feel the earth rumbling beneath us. We hear the sound of pipes carried from a far off place on the wind.
Cool. Just writing that up and putting it in the thing. Boop boop. Okay. And then I pick how we defeat this. Or how we overcome this.
How do we overcome this challenge? Remove a hindrance.
Yeah. It's a big guy. It's a big rumbly guy with pipe problem.
Not necessarily.
I mean, it could be.
Could be a statue. We can
Yeah.
only see it in silhouette at this point.
Um,
It's up to you, really.
it is up to me, really.
Specifically, you.
Sweep the leg.
I do like the idea of this final thing being like a machine that's built to protect this place. And the way that we need to defeat it or deal with it is we need to get inside of it and turn it off. Or potentially puncture whatever's powering it from the inside. And this will require us to challenge or destroy, which is less than or equal to resolve.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The final
So
act
roll.
of font. Mario and Luigi in Bowser's Inside Story.
Can I plead the fifth?
You cannot play the fifth. Wait, what is that? Let me.
Oh no.
How close am I? So hang on, I'll read them off. It was 2 for Looking Glass, 5 for the
Thank
Iron
God.
Mind, 2 for the Amethyst, and 2 for Stargazer.
It was so close. That was
Low
so close.
Low numbers are good here, and I do not have one of those.
This is resolved, by the way.
Less than or equal to resolve.
I have succeeded.
I'm okay.
You have failed.
My resolve is a 1.
Oh no.
Oof.
Cool.
No boons left either.
Nope.
So wait, is it the Iron Mind and the Stargazer who failed?
Yep.
That's correct.
Are y'all dead?
I have taken a second mark.
Ah.
I have only failed twice.
Oh, but that does mean you have to pick Broken or Dead, if you haven't already.
This is my second failure, is what I.
Oh,
is
okay,
what I
okay.
mean. I have already picked it. I am now haunted and afraid.
Oh god.
But I persist.
How's Stargazer doing?
Dead?
Right now, I am in fact debating between broken or dead. I'm looking at both of these, and it says that broken says you may never enter the font, and then dead says you haunt the survivors, and then survivors reach the font. Each describe it with a single sentence. So I'm getting the feeling that it means if you're dead, you're not a survivor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So either way, you don't get to go through, right?
Yeah, I don't get to go into the fun zone.
My understanding of broken though is that like once we are in the font, there are some tests at the very end, and I think you can still pass while you cannot I think you can still roll on those, and if you succeed, you can pass that success on to one of us.
Fair enough.
If I'm understanding that correctly.
Oh yeah, I guess that's probably true.
If I succeed, because I need to roll greater than my vision.
Well, it depends on the stage, right? But
Yeah.
the Iron Mind's failure here, I have a clear picture of what it is. This is the first time it's come across another being that feels a kinship with this immense machine, and it finds itself unable to strike against it as its companions, uh, work towards dismantling and to the Iron Mind's perception, killing it. And that's it. It's hesitate. That's why it hesitates, and it is unable to find. It finds itself incapable of doing harm against this creature.
Interesting.
Will.
The Amethyst basically like climbs into this creature and doesn't often do this, but she's lost her weapon, so she like strikes the like core of this being, this like large crystal, I imagine, with her fists, and like tries to shatter it.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, I feel like it would be kind of interesting to be like it's a large crystal, but it's like in the shape of a person that has like circuit board and wire innards.
Oh yeah, that's good.
That is a beautiful image.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like clawing through it, and like after the fact, I kind of imagine like looking back over the horizon of like all the places we just kind of like traversed, and just kind of watching and seeing if anything is changing so far. Because like what I'm imagining about this thing is that it might be some kind of like stabilizer for the place we're at.
Yeah, this does seem a lot more like consistent and like physical than the other stuff that we've seen recently.
Mm-hmm.
What is the Stargazer's interaction?
I think the Stargazers had like the absolute worst luck
Yeah.
throughout all of this, if we're just being honest here. If somebody had not sacrificed their boon for her at the beginning, she would be dead. And because of this, I think she freezes at this giant abomination that we are putting out there while everybody else runs inside, and she gets hit and she goes down. She doesn't die, but she goes down. And she is not okay.
Damn.
Like all her roots are messed up, like her petals are gone, like she almost looks dead.
Like a wilted flower.
Suddenly, it is autumn.
Yeah. I think like once this fight is over, the Amethyst just like grabs everyone, and it's just like, we have to go. We have to go.
This isn't a place to dwell.
Yeah.
I think this place won't be safe for much longer.
It's time.
This one is filled with regret.
No regret. We're so close.
The past, this one must endeavor to remember. The past is an illusion that chains you to a false reality.
This is true. Survivors reach the font. Each describe it with a single sentence. Looking Glass, begin.
God. I need a clarification on what a font is.
A fountain of magical power of some description.
Okay.
Like a spring, but bigger.
Okay. Papyrus, no. Um,
Jokerman.
uh, I think I see something that's kind of like a mirror image, but like kind of different of what we saw towards the beginning, which was the like hole that the like glowing essence was like welling up from, like something like maybe it's like sort of energy and life force is being kind of sucked into this thing almost.
Cool. Next, the Iron Mind.
Probably will be an alien sensation to anyone who hasn't worked in a like heavy industrial area, but we feel an electric charge in the air like you would if you were in a substation or just after a lightning strike.
For me, the amethyst, here, it's like a torrent of sap dripping, like a torrential downpour of sap dripping. And, the Stargazer.
I think you can smell like, you know, that smell that you get just after it's done raining?
Yeah.
Yes.
Petrichor, I think, is what it's called, or whatever. Haha, I watched Doctor Who. And there's just like the scent of home after a rainstorm.
Mm.
Okay. Let me put this in here. Beautiful. Great. That really doesn't format well in those. These are just our Time Lord names. Yeah. Okay. So we've done that. If you still have your boon, share what hope the boon presents to you. None of us do. So, let's go right to left this time, starting with the Stargazer. Acknowledge what even the font cannot change.
The font cannot change a spirit that is already broken.
Mm.
Oh. The font. I feel like this is going to tell us something interesting about when this is. The font cannot change the death of the speaker.
Ooh.
The Iron Mind.
Hmm. The font cannot open the doors that were closed long ago.
Ooh. And Looking Glass, or
Yeah.
yeah.
I have an interesting one. The font cannot bring back my love or restore what it was we had.
Oh, that's sad. Okay. uh, all survivors roll 1d6 and describe the outcome. So let's do that. It's less than or equal to vision. So Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. And then the Stargazer will be able to transfer a success over. If
she gets a
if she
success.
gets one. That is a 6 for Looking Glass, a 1 for the Iron Mind, a 1 for the Amethyst, and a 6 for Stargazer.
It's not a success.
Yeah. So for the Amethyst and for the Iron Mind, I need to look at it. Oh, I didn't scroll down properly. Sorry, folks who are watching the stream. I'm having a bit of trouble. Here we go. Okay. The font changes the Dying World, and for the Looking Glass and the Stargazer, the font changes you. Or sorry, actually, the font does not affect the Stargazer.
Yeah.
It only changes the Looking Glass.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
I imagine the Stargazer like kind of like lying just outside whatever chamber we're in, and like kind of like sending hope waves our way or whatever.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we're just like in this
absolutely
well of
not.
souls.
She is haunted, afraid, and broken. So I think she's just kind of slumped in a corner while everybody else
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The font did not permit you entrance to the chamber.
You need hope.
So what would we say the outcome is for y'all, or should we say mine first?
I'm curious about yours.
Yeah, that's just a small a change to an individual is much smaller scale.
So something is very viscerally happening to from beyond the Looking Glass. Kirbati has started sprouting like multiple growths that are kind of like tree branches and twigs, and like at the ends of which there are like multiple like budding thorn flowers.
Ooh. I'm trying to. Should we decide something together, audio, or do you think we should each pick something?
I think it's reacting to our individual wizards' desires.
Hmm.
I think we each had a different vision and a different resolve, and I think that produces two different effects.
Do you have a strong idea?
I know what, as the Iron Mind approaches the font, it feels itself compelled to take the shape of a bell. And then as an invisible pulse of energy pulses through its body, and a great ringing, a single tone rings out through using the Iron Mind's bell form as a conduit. This tone echoes out across the world, perhaps beyond. We don't know.
Do we know what it does?
The Iron Mind only knows what it hopes it did,
Hmm.
which is its intention was to send out a call for help.
Oh. What does the Amethyst's wish do? It's not really a wish, but it's a vision. It's mostly an outward vision. Like it's pretty strongly an outward vision. Although there is some internal desire. I think that the oh boy. Because I know what the Amethyst wants, which is like basically the Parliament to be in power. But like I don't know what that looks like. Oh wait, I just had an idea. I don't. Minty,
Yeah.
how do you feel? How do you feel about the idea for the forbidden recipe being inserted into Sarabelle's mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Same brain. Same brain. Same brain.
Not
Thank you.
everybody knows what that means. We'll get into that, but yeah, an
Some
idea for a
secrets
recipe
are
is
for the
inserted.
future.
Yes, an idea for a recipe, an impossible one, is inserted into the mind of the head chef of the parliament. And that's that wish. We still have one more roll to make, I believe. Yeah, roll again.
We do.
All survivors roll again. Roll less than or equal to resolve. Reveal a great secret. Otherwise, bury a secret forever. Very cool.
Very cool. Um,
So I got to roll those.
Greater than. I don't think I can fail this.
Yeah, less than or equal to resolve. Looking glass, you got a 1.
I got what?
You got a 1.
Yay.
I think you're good. Iron Mind, you got a 5. The Amethyst got a 2. And Stargazer got a 4.
It doesn't matter what I rolled; I would have automatically succeeded. My resolve is 1.
Wait.
You want to roll less than resolve?
Oh well, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not more than. So,
Oh,
who succeeded and who failed?
I win.
I have failed.
I succeeded.
I failed.
Okay. Do we want to do buried secrets or revealed secrets first?
Buried secrets first.
Sure. Looking Glass or Stargazer first? Or sorry, no, Iron Mind or Stargazer.
I know. I will go.
Sure.
As you know, as like the ringing of the bell resolves, the tone echoes out into the world. Something is lost, and that is the knowledge, the method of how the Iron Mind was created, the method to creating this sort of being. That knowledge is lost.
Hmm.
That's me then, right?
Yeah.
I think. Oh gosh. What do I want? Okay. I want to do this. I'm going full on sad times here. The secret that is being buried is Stargazer. Stargazer is a secret,
Oh wait,
and
Ooh.
she's
nothing.
not returning.
Nothing
What?
happens in when Stargazer
Oh.
interacts with the font. Nothing happens, right?
I don't think this has to do with the font, does it?
It seems to be part of the same because there's
Yeah.
a
It's part of like that same clause, I
Ah.
think.
I mean, the good news is you won't be forgotten.
Yeah.
May
But this is forgetting land.
who knows what'll happen.
Not me, because I've already forgotten.
Mm.
So what secrets become revealed?
Um.
Hmm.
Huh. That's a good question. That's really hard.
It is.
Reveal a great secret.
This sort of powerful secrets that can change a life or shake the world.
Yeah. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I know what it is.
Okay.
Oh?
Um, yeah. Uh, the secret is your heart is a bullet you use with your body.
Oh my god.
I believe
Get out of here.
Fucker.
I would run, but we do still have one more secret to be revealed.
Yeah.
Yeah. The so this is kind of like the this is kind of like the idea that I had for like uh from the start with this character,
Right.
which was under Kier Cloak. Uh, he's carrying a sort of jar of like green essence with like bits of orange just kind of like swirling around it, and this and as he is changing and having these just like plant-like growths spreading throughout Kier body, in Kier hands, this changes into a seed. This jar changes into a seed, um, like which is letting off this just sort of like mystical hue, and this is supposed to be like the essence of Cure Lover, but the thing I wanted to do was actually have it be what is reconstituted into my character from our main campaign.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
This
into
seed will
Acerola.
grow. This seed will grow over the years to become the being known as Acerola.
Yeah, and this person who I've been playing, who is sort of a general sort of figure who has repurposed uh, magical artifacts into like weapons of war for the Parliament, is actually the mother tree of the forest
Ooh.
that was later corrupted by other Parliament efforts.
Secrets of a history that has yet to happen
Yeah.
from this present vantage point.
I also love this because time is completely screwed here.
Yeah.
Like, this is... Because there's only 10 years between the death of the speaker and the actual campaign,
Mhm.
which means either Acerola is extremely young or time is just broken in this place.
I like time is broken.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Because it's already established that Acerola is an adult.
Yes.
A 20-year-old, in fact.
I love
Yeah.
this. This is wild.
Acerola has lived through it, you know?
Yeah.
And
God.
now we come to the closing.
Yeah. I'll describe how you escape the fissure or why you stay. Let's go right to left again. The Stargazer.
I think Stargazer barely manages to escape. Like, this place almost seems very, very keen on killing her. And it's only through like a 11th hour sort of like save from, I would say, probably one of the other people here that she manages to get out.
Strength of desperation.
Indeed.
I agree. It feels like the Fisher has had it out for you in specific this whole journey.
Yeah. I
don't
kind of want to say it's the Amethyst that like pulls her out, but I don't want to automatically make that decision for you.
That would be a convenient
Yeah.
echo to the when she saved you using a boon near the
Yeah.
start of the journey.
Yeah.
And that being the only reason you didn't die. Like, that one failure turned to a success was the only reason you didn't die on this trip, so I think that would be a nice thematic echo. Like, that's twice now. I think I like that a lot, where like you have this sort of debt to her twice over.
Yeah, I'm definitely into that. I think also, so for the Amethyst pulls the Stargazer out. Oh god, I'm trying to think here because I feel like there are like different ways this could go. Yeah, pulls the Stargazer out. And then I think it's just like protecting this secret in waiting for the Parliament's return.
Does the Amethyst stay behind after like helping the Stargazer escape, or
No, I think
Do
the
they-
Amethyst escapes because she, I don't know, she escapes to the west, and you know is here. The west being like the part of the continent that we're on in the game, the actual ZS2E game. And she's just like laying low and waiting for the Parliament to come back, so she can tell them, "Your heart is a bullet you use with your body." What about the Iron Mind?
When I have to ask for clarification on something first. When that secret is revealed, is that revealed to all of us, or is that only revealed to you?
I like the idea that only the Amethyst knows it.
Because honestly, my first instinct was that the Iron Mind, perhaps this is merely coincidence, or perhaps it's serendipity, forms its body into the shape of a bullet and blasts forward, carving a path, a straight line path to that the rest can follow. Because while reaching the font was by necessity an arduous journey, the escape doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun. Looking Glass.
Okay. Well, I think that, you know, after all that has happened, he is kind of like just sort of looking to split off because there's a process of like ego death that is currently happening to Kier. Um, and uh, and it is like your mind is being um, reconstituted into this kind of like floral hive mind, and was just and so he's just like, I have to get out of here. Like I can't. Like my body is wrong. Everything is changing.
And even the concept of I is starting to become alien.
Yeah, basically. So
Oh,
I'll rework that to our body is wrong.
Good stuff.
good stuff.
And that's the game.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. I accidentally opened my window capture. That was fun.
I agree.
That was a fun little game.
That is a good one. I'm gonna have to force this upon my Meat Space friends in the near future.
Yeah, it's kind of sick.
Ooh.
And there's like we did a fantasy game, but you could do like all sorts of stuff with this.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's very
Because
cool.
like the font doesn't have, because like the Fisher and the font are deliberately vague. They can be repurposed for any type of setting.
Peeber, were you making a reference to Discover My Body?
I don't know what that is.
It's a game in which someone becomes a fungus.
Oh,
Oh,
And they become part of a fungal hive mind.
I love to be
And
fungal.
yeah, and the person says that line of even the concept of I or my is foreign to me now.
Mm.
oh no, I've never played that. I don't know.
Oh,
So
I got my eye on that.
I just think a lot
Oh.
about I just think a lot about collective consciousness.
Yeah.
that's fair. I am I feel like there's enough stuff that happens in this that's like, I don't know. I gotta think about how I'm gonna label this on YouTube, because like there's a lot of very interesting stuff that happened in this, but I don't know if it's essential lore. Like I feel like it's stuff that we could explain.
I think we'll only discover over time if the events of today become essential.
Yeah, I'll probably mark it as its own thing. And then we can
Fire
just
Emblem. Oh, go ahead.
and then we can just like call people back to it if it comes up too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's this thing in like most Fire Emblem games as of recently that are called like paralogs, which are just like additional stories.
Right.
I mean, I like the idea of reusing some of the things in terms of the items that we left behind.
Mm-hmm.
And certainly some of these characters will have survived.
Yeah.
In what form? Who knows? But the potential is there.
Absolutely.
I have a specific idea of how I'd like to work something in that I'll discuss with Lily later.
Nice. Good. But yeah, we only went for 2 hours, but that's okay. This is a 2-hour game, so we pretty much were right on time. Hope you all enjoyed that. Next week we should hopefully be back with It's Up to You Really, the main series, the Zombie Survivalist Second Edition game, and yeah, we'll be doing downtime at Prime Square, and it'll be a lot less dark than this was. It'll be a lot less dark and sad than this game was.
I like to think that we may do some more like experimental side stories like this in the future. We'll see how it goes.
Absolutely.
Fun. Maybe even the pizza party.
Yeah. I've also thought specifically about doing I don't know for what, but like if if we're ever in a situation where ZS2E can't like sustain or isn't the best type of game for a storytelling type or genre that we're trying to explore, it might be fun to do like stuff as our characters from ZS2E, but in like a different setting or a different system. Same setting, different system.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, if we need to, we can change the rules around to suit whatever tone we're going for at that time.
Yeah. So yeah, do we want to do plugs really quickly? I'll start. I'm Lilith Bird Allergy. You're watching my Twitch right now. You're potentially also watching my YouTube if you're watching that. I'm Bird Allergies everywhere. At Bird Allergies on Twitter. Actually, the only thing that I'm not Bird Allergies is SoundCloud. I'm Ghoul Emotion on SoundCloud. I do art commissions. I stream. I do a stream. I do music. I do some funny. I did one funny meme YouTube video, which was the pig from the barnyard saying scary things. Yeah, that's me. Cassie.
Hi, I'm Cassie B, and I stream on Twitch as It's Cassie B, one word, no uppercase or special characters or anything. And I upload music occasionally on SoundCloud as Upside.
Audiovore?
I'm the Audiovore. You can find me on Twitter at Dwarven Anarchy. I stream rarely at twitch.tv/theaudiovore. I might be live tomorrow, depends on how much real life business I can get done. Yeah, I post sometimes. That's about it.
Cool. And Minty.
I'm Minty. You can't find me anywhere right now. But you can find stupid t-shirts that I have made at teespring.com/stores/Jade posting, where you can wear fun shirts that say stuff like I'm trans and embrace branding. And I'm not saying that if you buy officially licensed Harry Potter merchandise that you're a terrible person, but I am heavily implying it with my t-shirt. And also, the last plug, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, or whatever. I don't know, is that the YouTube thing?
Yeah. It's all good though.
That one.
Yeah. So now more than ever. Now far more than ever. If you hear someone say your heart is a bullet you use with your body, run, please. I'm gonna follow the Audiovore's raid guide for trans fat. Yeah. So I'm gonna do that. Intended for mature audiences, so just keep an eye out, folks. Don't get attacked by any naughty goblins or anything.
Yeah, her streams sometimes get kind of spicy, so be warned about that.
Be aware. Boop.
Beware.
And I will end the stream.